If you're backpacking in bear country, we want to help you learn the best practices for dealing with bears, from avoiding them on trail to keeping them out of your camp, or what to do if you encounter a bear. Here's the deal with backpacking in bear country. When we're hiking on trail, we want to do everything we can to avoid seeing a bear. Remember that you are in their territory, so we want to alert the bears that we're coming and make enough noise so hopefully they'll move away from you. Bears are most active at dusk and dawn, so consider hiking at a different time of the day. Also, if you're in a group of 4 or more people, you're a lot less likely to be a target for a bear. And like I said before, make a lot of noise while you're hiking, whether that's singing, talking loudly, clapping randomly. Things like that are really good to alert the bears that you are on your way. However, shrieking or whistling can sound like a wounded animal and can sometimes even attract the bear towards you. Bear bells, while they're a good idea, are not generally loud enough to be effective. If you're choosing to carry bear spray, keep it in a spot that's accessible on your pack. Also, make sure that you know how to use your bear spray and check the regulations for wherever you're going, as some parks may not allow you to carry this. Sweet, let's go set up camp. So I've got my camp all set up here, and the number one most important thing about keeping bears and animals away from your camp is properly handling your food and food smells. So this bear canister here has anything with a scent in it. It has my sunscreen, bug spray, as well as my snacks, and I'm gonna take that at least 100 feet away from my camp. Some places will also ask you to cook away from where you're storing your food, and you should always cook away from your camp. This is just to further disperse that smell of food. So check regulations and talk to a ranger. Food handling in bear country is super important. We have an entire video on it, and we'll leave the link for that at the end of this video and in the description below. So let's talk about what to do if you encounter a bear. How you respond is going to depend on the type of bear you come across, so it's important to be able to tell the difference. And we're going to talk about black bears versus grizzly bears or brown bears. And since black bears can look brown, we like to be able to tell the difference based on the shape of their body and their face. So black bears have a straight shoulder, no shoulder hump, and then tall, slightly pointy ears, and their face is straight. They're found throughout the country. Grizzly bears do have that shoulder hump, and then they have rounded ears, and they have a concave face profile, so a curve from their forehead into their nose. Grizzly bears are found in Alaska, Western Canada, Montana, Wyoming, Idaho, and the North Cascades in Washington. Seeing a bear in the woods is usually no big deal, but if a black bear approaches you, you want to try and scare it off. So pull out your bear spray, put your arms in the air, and make yourself as big as possible. If you have trekking poles, you can hold those up as well. Make a lot of noise and start backing away slowly. Never turn your back on a bear and never run. This will trigger a chase instinct, and then they'll treat you as prey. If a bear continues to approach you, then's the time to use your bear spray. If that fails and a black bear attacks, fight back. Punch it in the face, in the eyes, in the neck, and in all the tender spots. You basically want to be as aggressive as possible. If a grizzly bear approaches you, you don't want to seem like a threat. Speak in a low, calm voice and keep your eyes averted, and have your bear spray out and ready to use. If a grizzly bear begins to retreat, continue to back away as well. You don't need to have that ground to yourself. A grizzly bear may do what's called a bluff charge. You can recognize this because their ears will still be up and they'll charge towards you, huffing and puffing, and generally they'll stop. Continue to stand your ground, speak in that low, calm voice, but have your bear spray ready to use. You can recognize an actual charge because their ears will be back and they'll move silently towards you. This is a good time to use your bear spray. If that fails, play dead. Put your hands behind your neck to protect your spine and lie flat on your stomach on the ground with your feet spread wide so the bear can't flip you over and get to your vital organs. And do your best to remain calm. Remember, it's important to carry bear spray whenever you're going to be in bear country and feel comfortable using it when you're out in the field. You'll need to be able to remove the safety clip and aim it in a pretty scary situation. When using this, you'll aim low and shoot it in spurts so that the bear will walk through the cloud of bear spray. The idea with this is that it can immobilize the bear for a period of time, giving you a chance to back away and move to safer ground. Remember that to deter bears from camp, the most important thing is proper food handling. So we have a video here that you can check out for more information on that. Stay safe.